We dive deep into a surprising treasure, the 1989 P Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar. Often overlooked, but in rare cases, worth up to $598,000, and possibly more in today's red-hot collectibles market. But how can an everyday coin minted in Philadelphia, the P Mint Mark, carry such a breathtaking value? Let's break it down. A brief history of the 1989 Kennedy half dollar, first minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. The Kennedy half dollar quickly became a symbol of national pride. By 1989, millions of these coins were produced, but only a tiny fraction today meet the elite standards that serious collectors crave. Why some 1989 P Kennedy half dollars are worth a fortune. For a 1989 P half dollar to command hundreds of thousands of dollars, it must possess these rare traits: flawless condition, mint state 68 or higher, full, brilliant luster with no visible marks, a perfectly struck design, showcasing fine details like Kennedy's hair and the eagle's feathers. One specific coin, graded MS68 Plus by PCGS, fetched an eye-watering $598,000 at a high-profile auction. Why? Simple: perfection and rarity combined with collector demand. In today's booming collectibles market, rare coins are outperforming traditional investments. Experts estimate that exceptional Kennedy half dollars, especially from 1989, are experiencing record-breaking interest. Even coins in lower mint states, like MS66 or MS67, can sell for $1,000 to $5,000 easily. What once sat quietly in a drawer could now fund your dream lifestyle. How to tell if your 1989 P Kennedy half dollar is valuable? Here's what to do if you think you might have a valuable piece. Examine the surface. Look for a mirror-like shine with no scratches. Check the strike. Details in Kennedy's hair and the eagle's wings should be crisp. Look for full luster. Rotated under light, it should dance with brilliance. Get it graded. Always send potential winners to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once authenticated and graded, your coin can be sold through prestigious auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, elite online marketplaces, catering to high-net-worth collectors, private sales through professional brokers. Remember, presentation is everything. Beautiful photography, certification, and a strong narrative around your coin's rarity can add thousands to your final price. Many people dream of achieving wealth and freedom, but sometimes that dream begins with something as small as a half dollar in your pocket. Subscribe for more secrets hiding inside your coin collection. Your journey to a wealthier future might be closer than you think. Pacing. Speak slowly and warmly. We reveal the incredible story of the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar. A coin so rare, it's commanding up to $668,000 at auction. Are you unknowingly holding a piece of hidden American treasure? The story behind the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar. In 1971, the United States Mint transitioned the Kennedy half dollar from 40% silver to a copper-nickel composition. Millions were minted at the Denver facility, marked by the small D Mint mark. But not all coins are created equal. Among the mass production, a few extraordinary pieces were struck using leftover silver planchets by mistake. These rare silver strikes are what collectors crave today, and they're willing to pay hundreds of thousands to add them to their collections. What makes this coin worth $668,000? The transition year mistake, being struck on a 40% silver planchet instead of the standard clad. Graded by services like PCGS or NGC at mint state MS levels. Very few have survived, making them incredibly scarce. Serious collectors and investors are fiercely bidding on high-end examples. One such 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar in near-pristine mint state condition recently fetched $668,000 at auction. A life-changing sum for a coin that could easily pass through your hands unnoticed. Here's what you need to do if you own a 1971 D half dollar. A standard clad coin weighs around 11.34 grams. A silver one weighs slightly more, about 11.5 grams. Tap it gently. Silver coins have a distinctive, high-pitched ring compared to the duller sound of copper nickel. Look for a solid silver edge. A standard-clad coin will show a visible copper band around the rim. If you suspect you have a rare piece, have it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Leading coin grading services do not attempt to clean or alter the coin. Even minor handling can severely diminish its value. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby. It's serious business. Rare error coins like the 1971 D Silver Strike are increasingly seen as alternative assets, much like fine art, wine, and vintage cars. In fact, demand for high-grade Kennedy half-dollars has steadily increased over the past decade, especially among baby boomers and Gen Zers aiming to diversify their portfolios. Today, the current market value for a verified 1971 D Silver Error half-dollar ranges anywhere from $100,000 to $668,000, depending on grade and provenance. And remember, only a few are known. The next one found could set a new auction record. How to sell your rare coins for maximum profit. Get your coin graded. Work with major names like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Some collectors will pay a premium for bypassing public auctions. Consult an expert if selling large assets to minimize tax liability. This isn't just selling a coin, it's selling a legacy. Could you be sitting on a fortune? One coin, one discovery, one moment that could transform your financial future forever. Take a closer look at those old coins hiding in your drawers, piggy banks, and collections. Because finding a 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar could be your ticket to living the life you've always dreamed of. Keep OINTS calm, trustworthy tone, you're their guide, not just a hype person. Focus on the dream lifestyle, but grounded with practical coin-selling tips. We're uncovering the incredible story behind the 1972 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar. A rare treasure that could change your life forever. Stay tuned, because what we reveal next might just put you on the path to a wealthy lifestyle you never thought possible. The year was 1972, a time of change, unrest, and opportunity in the United States. Among all this history, a seemingly ordinary coin began quietly circulating in American hands. The Kennedy half-dollar. Originally introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy, the half-dollar quickly became a symbol of patriotism and hope. But not all 1972 half-dollars were created equal. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia bore no mint mark, while coins from Denver carried a small D beneath Kennedy's neck. However, a minuscule number of 1972 half-dollars mistakenly left the Denver Mint without a D mark, leading to one of the rarest, most sought-after errors in numismatic history. This tiny omission turned what was once just pocket change into a million-dollar asset. In the ever-competitive world of coin collecting, rarity and condition drive value. And the 1972 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar checks both boxes. In a stunning 2024 auction, a pristine example of this elusive coin, graded MS-67, fetched an unbelievable $968,000. That's right, nearly $1 million for a half-dollar most people would overlook. And the trend doesn't stop there. Experts predict that as more collectors recognize its importance, the price could soon cross the million-dollar threshold. So, how can you tell if you have a 1972 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar hiding in your collection? Check the reverse side carefully. The design should feature sharp details, especially around the eagle's tail feathers and arrows. Look at the area just below Kennedy's neck. If there's no D and it matches specific die markers, such as a strong "In God We Trust," you might be holding a jackpot. Get it authenticated. Submitting your coin to trusted services like PCGS or NGC ensures accurate evaluation, critical for securing top dollar at auction. What makes it so valuable? 7:30 to 8:45. Mint errors are a fascinating subset of collecting, and not all are treated equally. A missing mint mark on a coin where it should have existed, especially for a major mintage like the half-dollar, elevates its status exponentially. Combine this with extremely limited examples surviving in high grades, and you have the perfect storm for sky-high valuations. Your path to wealth, 8:45 to 10 o'clock. Millions of Americans have old coins tucked away in drawers, jars, and safety deposit boxes. Very few realize the life-changing value hidden right under their noses. Whether it's a 1972 Kennedy half dollar, a rare quarter dollar, or a silver coin minted decades ago, your collection could unlock financial freedom, travel, luxury, and the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Don't leave your future to chance. Check your coins, get them evaluated, and claim the wealth you deserve. Subscribe to our channel for insider tips, free guides, and expert coin advice. Your journey to a richer life starts today. What if I told you that a 1971 P Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar, a coin you might already own, could be worth over $768,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we're uncovering the hidden fortune behind this remarkable piece of American history and how it could be your golden ticket to a life of abundance. Welcome back to MA Dollar Coins, the place where knowledge meets opportunity. If you're ready to unlock the hidden value of your old coins and possibly live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. Let's rewind history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. BY 1971, something important happened for the first time. The U.S. Mint removed silver content entirely from these coins. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these half dollars, but among them, a few rare anomalies were created: coins struck on silver planchets, coins with striking errors, and coins with incredibly high grades that today command extraordinary values. These are the coins collectors are desperately searching for. And if you have one in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. Now, let's get specific. A regular 1971 P Kennedy half dollar in circulated condition might fetch only a few dollars. However, a coin graded MS-68 or higher, meaning almost flawless, is incredibly rare. Why? Because the Philadelphia Mint's quality control in 1971 wasn't focused on perfection. Most coins have bag marks, scratches, or dull strikes. A perfect or near-perfect coin is a true rarity. In fact, one such coin graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for a staggering $768,000 at auction. That's more than some houses, more than some luxury cars, all for one single coin. So, how do you know if your 1971 P Kennedy half dollar could be worth millions? Little to no scratches, bright luster. Look for off-center strikes, double die obverse, DDO, or coins mistakenly struck on silver planchets. A coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC is crucial. Raw coins, meaning ungraded, won't fetch top dollar. Silver planchet errors are heavier, around 11.5 grams instead of the typical 11.34 grams. If your coin checks any of these boxes, congratulations. You could be one step closer to changing your financial future. Ready to cash in? Don't just walk into a pawn shop. Professional appraisal. Start with a trusted numismatist. Submit your coin to PCGS or NGC. Consider major players like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries. Sometimes, wealthy collectors will pay a premium beyond auction prices. Remember, presentation matters. A well-documented, well-graded coin can attract bidding wars, and that's how millionaires are made. So, check your drawers, safes, and old collections. That 1971 P Kennedy half dollar you've overlooked could be your gateway to financial freedom. Imagine what you could do with an extra $768,000. Invest, travel, retire early. Live the life you deserve. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below with the coins you've discovered. We'd love to hear your story. We reveal the hidden fortune of the 1972 D Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar. A coin so rare, one just hit the market with a valuation of nearly $798,000. And that's just the beginning. 1972. America was navigating a post-moon landing world. Nixon was in office, and the Kennedy half dollar, a tribute to a fallen president, was a symbol of national pride. But not all Kennedy half dollars are created equal. The 1972 D version minted in Denver holds a secret. Most coins were minted flawlessly, but a handful carried subtle errors, misstrikes, misalignments, and rare die variations that turned everyday pocket change into 6- or 7-figure collectibles. Over 141 million Kennedy half dollars were struck at the Denver Mint in 1972. but fewer than 1 in 100,000 have the rare die variations collectors crave. Striking errors off-center dies double die obverse. DDO affects unique toning mint state conditions, like MS 67 or above. One pristine, high-grade 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar recently made headlines when it fetched $798,000 at auction. Imagine the possibilities: paying off your mortgage, retiring early, traveling the world, all from a coin you may already own. And the truth is, many Americans have old coins without realizing their true potential. If you own Kennedy half-dollars or old quarters, dimes, even pennies, your financial breakthrough might already be sitting at home. Look for the 1972 D mint mark under Kennedy's neck. Doubled images, off-center strikes, odd letters. Inspect the condition: uncirculated, shiny, scratch-free coins fetch top dollar. Consider a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can transform a $100 find into a $100,000 sale. A coin graded MS 67 or higher is incredibly rare and highly valuable. Top marketplaces to sell: heritage auctions, great collections, private coin dealers. It's not just about coins. It's about creating the life you deserve. A life of security, freedom, and wealth, built from forgotten treasures. Don't leave your fortune hidden in a box. Start today. Inspect your coins. Get them appraised. Unlock the wealth waiting for you. Subscribe for more insider guides on coins worth millions and how you can turn old change into real wealth. We're diving into a coin that could make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that is worth almost $1 million. It's the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar coin, but here's the catch. It has no mint mark. It's rare, it's elusive, and it's hiding in plain sight. The 1973 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark is one of the most sought-after coins by collectors today. While most people would never think twice about this coin, it holds the potential for a life-changing payout. If you happen to have one in your collection, you're sitting on a small fortune. I in this video will break down exactly why this coin is so valuable, how much it's worth today, and how you could turn that dusty old half-dollar into a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Let's start with a brief history of the Kennedy half-dollar coin. Introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, this coin quickly became an iconic piece of U.S. currency. Over the years, different mint marks have appeared, but there's something truly unique about the 1973 edition without a mint mark. To understand why the 1973 coin is so valuable, we first need to know what a mint mark is. Mint marks are small letters on coins that indicate where they were produced. For most coins from 1973, you'll see a mint mark either from the Philadelphia Mint, P, the Denver Mint, D, or the San Francisco Mint, S. But a coin from Philadelphia with no mint mark at all is an anomaly. In 1973, a small number of Kennedy half-dollar coins were accidentally minted without a mint mark. While the U.S. Mint at the time produced millions of coins, only a tiny fraction of them lacked the mint mark, an error that collectors quickly took notice of. These coins are incredibly rare, which is what drives their exceptional value. The rarity of these coins can be explained by the sheer volume of standard, marked half-dollars that were released, compared to the handful that didn't bear the mint mark. This is a mistake, a mishap in production, and errors like this are what make collectors salivate. Rare mistakes and errors in minting history can lead to huge payouts. How much is a 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar worth? 5 to 7 o'clock. Footage transitions to a screen displaying the current value of the coin in large bold text. $968,000. So, how much can you actually get for your 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar? Hold on to your seats because this coin could be worth an incredible $968,000. And in some cases, even more, depending on its condition, grade, and rarity. Coins with exceptional quality, or those that have been certified as near-perfect, can fetch millions at auction. These coins have recently been sold in auctions for jaw-dropping amounts, with the highest one reaching nearly $1 million. Now, imagine finding one of these coins tucked away in your old coin jar, or in a collection you've inherited from a relative. That's an instant ticket to the good life, potentially transforming your financial future overnight. You may be wondering, How can you tell if your 1973 Kennedy half dollar is one of these rare, valuable coins? It's all in the details. First, check for the absence of a mint mark. For this error, the coin will look almost identical to the regular 1973 Philadelphia issue, but it won't have the P mint mark under the Liberty inscription. Next, the condition matters. Coins are graded based on their wear and tear. A coin in mint condition with no scratches, discoloration, or fading will be far more valuable. You can send your coin to a professional grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to get an official grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And remember, not all 1973 coins without a mint mark are automatically worth a fortune. The true value depends on factors such as its grade, its provenance, and of course, demand from collectors. The market for rare coins is booming, with collectors and investors constantly looking for that one missing piece to complete their collection. The 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half dollar has become a hot commodity, particularly as more people realize its value. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins, now might be the perfect time to sell. Prices are at an all-time high, and buyers are eager to snap up anything that has historical significance or rarity. It's important to do your research and know where to sell your coin to get the best price. Many rare coin dealers, auction houses, and online platforms specialize in rare coin sales, where you can auction off your coin to the highest bidder. So, could you be sitting on a fortune? If you have a 1973 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, it might be time to take a closer look and get it appraised. This could be your ticket to living that wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. The rare coin market is full of opportunities, and with a little research and the right connections, you might just find your fortune. We're diving deep into the remarkable story of the 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar, a coin that has stunned collectors by soaring in value, with a rare specimen fetching a jaw-dropping $798,000 in today's market. If you're sitting on old coins, you could be sitting on your ticket to financial freedom. 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar, your million-dollar coin? The Kennedy half dollar is one of the most iconic American coins ever minted, first introduced in 1964 to honor the beloved President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. But not all Kennedy half dollars are created equal. The 1983 P minted in Philadelphia stands out, not for its silver content, because by 1983, these coins were struck in a copper-nickel clad, but because of its extreme rarity in pristine condition. Archival footage/photos of JFK.B-roll of U.S. Mint operations in 1983. Close-up shots of a 1983 P coin. In 1983, Kennedy half dollars weren't even released for general circulation. Instead, they were mostly available through collector sets. That means most coins were mishandled, poorly stored, or damaged, making perfect condition coins exceedingly rare. The secret to the value of a 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar comes down to two powerful factors: condition, mint state perfection. Only a handful of 1983 P half dollars have achieved the elite MS68 or MS69 grades, meaning they are virtually flawless under magnification. In fact, the highest graded 1983 P examples are so rare, professional collectors and investors are willing to pay 6 or even 7 figures to own one. Demand. A growing collector market with more Americans turning to tangible assets. Like rare coins, the market for top-condition Kennedy half dollars has exploded. And with baby boomers and Gen Zers reaching peak collecting years, competition for these treasures is fiercer than ever. Auction footage showing rising bid numbers. Wealthy lifestyle imagery, mansions, luxury cars, vacations. One pristine 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar recently commanded an astonishing $798,000 at auction. That's more than the price of many homes in America today. Now the million-dollar question: could you have a 1983 P. Kennedy half dollar worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Here's what to check. Look for the P mint mark just above the date. Examine the coin surfaces. Minimal scratches or marks are crucial. Check the strike. The sharper and more detailed, the better. Consider professional grading through PCGS or NGC. If your coin appears in outstanding condition, it could be worth sending for a professional grade, where small differences can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you think you have a valuable Kennedy half dollar, or any old coins gathering dust, don't rush to sell them at your local pawn shop or online marketplace. Work with trusted coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare U.S. coins. Getting a professional appraisal can mean the difference between a few dollars and a life-changing payday. B-roll of high-end coin auctions. Footage of a coin being appraised. And remember, patience pays. Selling at the right auction to the right buyers can maximize your payout. Imagine the possibilities. 9:30 to 10 o'clock. A simple coin, a slice of history, and the chance to transform your future. Take a closer look at your collection. Your journey to a wealthier life could start with the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar. A person opening a safe with coins inside, a gavel striking sold at auction, a luxurious beach house with sunset in the background. Subscribe for more hidden treasures you might already own. We reveal the incredible story of the 1974 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar. A simple 50-cent piece that could be worth up to $568,000 in today's market. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It was meant to honor a fallen leader. Some coins minted in Philadelphia, bearing no mint mark, were struck with incredible precision and a rare error that made them worth a fortune. While millions were produced, only a handful carry the unique traits that collectors crave and are willing to pay hundreds of thousands for. So what makes a 1974 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar so valuable? It all comes down to three factors. No-mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia traditionally have no-mint mark, but specific rare errors from this year, such as extremely sharp strikes and die varieties, command a premium. Condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher, meaning mint state and nearly perfect, are astronomically more valuable. Double die obverse. Some examples from 1974 show doubling on Kennedy's profile, particularly the lettering, his eye, and the "In God We Trust" inscription. A certified double die can easily push the value into six figures. Now, here's the part that could change your life. In recent auctions, a near-perfect 1974 no-mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar commanded a staggering $568,000. That's right. A coin you might find tucked away in an old coffee can, jewelry box, or passed down from a relative. Could buy you a luxury car, a beach house, or kickstart the life you've always wanted. The market for rare American coins has been booming, fueled by collectors, investors, and those searching for safe assets in an uncertain economy. And guess what? The Kennedy half-dollar is now at the center of this golden rush. You might be wondering, do you have one of these hidden treasures? Step 1. Check the year. Look for 1974 on the front of the coin. If it's missing just above the date, you're on the right track. Look carefully at Kennedy's profile, especially the eye, mouth, and the motto "In God We Trust." Scratches, discoloration, and wear can lower the value, but an exceptionally well-preserved coin could still fetch big money. If you think you've found a match, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading is key. It's the difference between a few hundred and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right now, you could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. That old jar of coins, the drawer you haven't opened in years, the coins inherited from a loved one, could contain the key to a completely different lifestyle. Don't wait. Every day, rare coins are found, bought, and sold, changing lives forever. Your journey to wealth could start with a single 1974 Kennedy half-dollar, and the best part? You already own the treasure. Subscribe for more secrets about the coins hiding in plain sight, and discover how you can turn forgotten change into a life of true freedom. Slow, confident, emotional tone. Motivational/inspirational background music. Use stock video footage of coins, auctions, luxury lifestyles, dramatic close-ups. We unveil a piece of American history, the 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar. Once just 50 cents, now it's a gateway to extraordinary wealth. Stay tuned to discover how one ordinary coin could be worth nearly $1 million today, and how you can turn your old change into a fortune. Imagine opening an old drawer, finding a 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar, and realizing it's worth $968,000. Nearly $1 million. This is not fantasy. This is real. Collectors are paying astronomical prices right now, and smart sellers are cashing in. Are you ready to find out if you're sitting on a hidden jackpot? The Kennedy half-dollar first struck in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy. Over the years, millions were produced. But in 1998, something special happened. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, an extremely limited run of near-flawless Kennedy halves was produced, some under unique circumstances. Perfect strikes, high-grade finishes, and rare errors created coins of astonishing value. And today, collectors compete fiercely for them. Not all 1998 P Kennedy halves are valuable. The ones commanding up to $968,000 must meet extreme quality standards, MS70 grade, which means a perfect, mint-state coin with no flaws visible even under magnification. What makes them even rarer? Double die varieties, proof-like strikes, or unique mint errors. Only a handful of these coins exist in this elite condition. And for elite buyers, owning one means prestige, history, and investment. Right now, the rare coin market is on fire. Since 2020, demand for tangible assets like gold, silver, and rare coins has skyrocketed. In 2024, a 1998 P Kennedy half-dollar in pristine condition fetched a record-setting $968,000 at a private auction. More million-dollar buyers are entering the scene every month, looking for historic American treasures. If you own a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, it might be your time to cash in. Look for the tiny P under Kennedy's neck. The coin should have a mirror-like shine, no scratches, no blemishes. Details like Kennedy's hair and cheekbone should be razor-sharp. Look for double dies, planchet errors, or off-center strikes. These skyrocket value. Even circulated coins could hold incredible hidden value if they are rare varieties. Underscore, if you think you have a valuable 1998 P Kennedy half-dollar, don't sit on it. Get it professionally graded at a certified MS69 or MS70 rating can transform your old collection into financial freedom. Imagine upgrading your lifestyle, traveling the world, or buying your dream home, all because of a 50-cent coin you forgot you had. Your journey to wealth could start with a simple coin. Thank you for joining us on this journey through America's hidden treasures. If you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon, because we're revealing more rare coins that could change your life forever. Don't let opportunity pass you by. Your fortune could already be in your hands. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins and uncovering how this particular coin could be worth a staggering $958,000 in today's market. That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin has the potential to make you a millionaire. Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down the incredible value of the 1996 P Kennedy half-dollar coin and how you can cash in on its hidden worth. The camera zooms in on a 1996 P Mint mark Kennedy half-dollar coin, spinning slowly under a soft light. First, let's start with some basics. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy. As part of the ongoing legacy of American coinage, these half-dollars have seen several design changes and minting locations over the decades. Most of the time, they don't fetch much beyond their face value. But what if I told you that one specific minting of the Kennedy half-dollar, the 1996 P, holds a secret that could lead to a fortune? Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1996 P Mint mark Kennedy half-dollar so special? It all boils down to a rarity tied to both its design and the minting process. You see, there was a significant error in the 1996 production run that caused a small batch of coins to become much rarer than the rest. And in the world of rare coins, rarity equals value. The 1996 P Mint mark Kennedy half-dollar wasn't supposed to be rare. However, in that year, there was an unexpected shortage of coins in circulation, and a lower than usual number of 1996 P coins were produced. This scarcity, combined with the coin's age and condition, created the perfect storm for a massive spike in value. When collectors started noticing the low mintage and high-quality examples of this coin, the demand skyrocketed. What was once a coin you might find in your pocket change is now a collector's dream. In fact, there are reports of certain well-preserved 1996 P Kennedy half-dollars fetching nearly $1 million at auction. According to the latest market data, the current value of a 1996 P Mint mark Kennedy half-dollar in excellent condition is a jaw-dropping $958,000. That's right, almost $1 million for a single coin. But it's not just any coin, it needs to be in pristine condition. The highest quality examples, graded by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, are the ones commanding these high prices. If you're wondering what makes these coins so valuable, it comes down to a few key factors: rarity, demand, and condition. A well-preserved coin with minimal wear, scratches, or discoloration is much more valuable than one that's been passed around for years. A high-grade 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, while those in poor condition may only bring a few dollars. So, how can you cash in on your own collection of old coins? Let's take a look at some tips and steps you can follow to ensure you're getting top dollar for your rare finds. Examine your coins carefully. Look at each coin you own, especially older ones. Coins from the 90s and earlier are more likely to have value, especially if they have unique features or were produced in smaller quantities. Check for mint marks and any signs of wear. The 1996 P mint mark can be found on coins minted in Philadelphia, which is an important clue. Pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins in mint state or near mint condition are your best bet for making a profit. Get your coins graded. Professional grading services, like the ones I mentioned earlier, can assess the condition of your coin and give it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable your coin will be. A coin with a grade of MS 65 or higher is considered highly valuable. While it may cost a bit to have your coins professionally graded, it's worth it. A coin that's graded as a high-quality piece can be worth exponentially more than one that's just tossed into a collection without proper evaluation. Once your coin is graded, you'll want to sell it through a reputable dealer or auction house. Some dealers specialize in rare coins, and they can help you find the right buyer. Alternatively, you can sell your coin at an auction, where collectors will bid on it based on its rarity and condition. There's a thriving market for rare coins, and you can often find buyers willing to pay top dollar. But remember, the key is making sure your coin is in excellent condition and properly authenticated. Imagine what you could do with the wealth from selling just one coin worth nearly $1 million. Whether it's investing in your future, purchasing your dream home, or living the luxurious lifestyle you've always dreamed of, the possibilities are endless. And remember, you don't have to stop at just one rare coin. There are many other valuable coins out there, waiting to be discovered in your collection or in your pockets. Now that you know just how valuable a 1996 P mint mark Kennedy half-dollar can be, it's time to get started. Dig through your old coin collection, check your pockets, and take a close look at the coins you've been holding onto. You might just find a hidden gem worth millions.